Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. I hope you had a great weekend. Let me start with this lovely photograph from Raoul GMI, my current global macro view, sunset 7 Mile Beach, and indeed was a lovely sunset. My article over the weekend was What's Happening, Brother? Bitcoin, dollar Chinese currency, and WTI. Marvin Gaye, born Marvin Pence Gaye Jr., and who was fatally shot by Marvin Gaye Sr. at their house in Los Angeles, was a musician, a poet, and a seer, and one of his most powerful songs was called What's Happening, Brother? Hey baby, what you know good, I'm just getting back, but you knew I would. War is hell, when will it end? When will people start getting together again? Are things really getting better, like the newspapers said? And that title, What's Happening, Brother, is on a loop in my mind. So let's start with the enigmatic and mercurial fugitive and Bitcoin evangelist John McAfee, who always seems to pop up in my feed like an acid trip whenever Bitcoin is doing its parabola imitation. It is a curve each of them feels unmistakably. It is the parabola. They must have guessed, once or twice guessed, and refused to believe that everything always collectively had been moving toward that purified shape latent in the sky, that shape of no surprise, no second chance, no return. Bitcoin is trading at fresh 2019 highs. Where are we right now? 9,200 area, having crossed 9,300, and aside from Beyond Meat and Zoom, has posted the best returns in 2019 and is in triple-digit percentage gain territory. Paul Virilio captured the essence of our 21st century zeitgeist with this quote: "Wealth is the hidden side of speed, and speed the hidden side of wealth." Bitcoin, Beyond Meat, and Zoom is Virilio's quote expressed in market terms. Bitcoin is something like 50% below the all-time highs. I recommended Bitcoin this year at 5,350. I'm recommending Bitcoin again on a supreme conviction basis. A great deal of the price surge is correlated to Chinese flight capital, in my opinion. Hong Kong is savoring a quite momentous geopolitical victory, and seriously countered trend in point of fact. The supreme and paramount leader made his first, that I can recall, volte-face. The Carrie Lam administration has withdrawn the extradition law indefinitely. Make no mistake, the decider in this matter is Xi, who has moved with dispatch. Essentially, he understood Hong Kong could not be Xinjianged. Furthermore, being a paramount leader is a double-edged sword. This is all on Xi's shoulders, said Trey McCarver. Xi has personally said he would handle relations with the United States, and at this point he has failed. Those relations are spiraling out of control. The periphery is a boil that will not be lanced. Official economic data out of China is beginning to roll over, with industrial production at 2002 lows. I would venture that if President Trump could dial down the theatrics, it would be very clear that his signature tariff policy, coercive, sanction, currency, etc. warfare, is inflicting a lot more pain than is being inflicted on it. President Xi spent his 66th birthday being fed Russian ice cream by his bestie Vladimir in Dushanbe, And who would not, because ice cream is a comfort food after all. I think one-touch $7.5 Chinese yuan calls are worthy of a keen look. Now, another big happening is the crude oil market. Here, two powerful gale force winds are at work. The IEA has now twice downshifted demand, and what is clear is we're facing significant demand destruction, and it is this penny dropping which took down oil more than 20% from its 2019 highs, and we are now at 5-month lows. However, what is not clear yet is the degree of supply destruction we are facing. 1/3 of all oil traded by sea amounts to 25% of oil traded worldwide, passes through the Strait of Hormuz. Insurance rates demanded for tankers operating in the area are up to 20 times higher already, according to Chico. E.G. Marai reports, if Iran can't export oil through the Persian Gulf, no one in the Middle East will be able to do this, and expects further attacks in the future, given the US decision to stop the flow of oil by all means at all costs. Thus, oil will stop being delivered to the world if Iran can't export its 2 million barrels per day. Stratfor, the overwhelming confidence that Iran is displaying both in rhetoric and action is astounding. All the global markets have become liquidity traps. The oil markets trade 24 hours, but in the early hours is when gremlins, wizards, and jinns stalk the exchanges, like the foreign exchange markets. Therefore, if this Khamenei-Trump boutfest kicks off, then we could very well see a price spike. One touch is the way to go. There is a link for Marvin Gaye's What's Happening Brother, another link for Bitcoin evangelist John McAfee threatening to bury the US government if they keep harassing him over unpaid taxes. Bitcoin, this was from Sunday, soaring past 9,300 to a 13-month high, and last at 9,185. The bromance continues. Putin personally congratulates Xi Jinping for his 66th birthday, went to his hotel in Dushanbe to give him a present, Russian ice cream. Xi reciprocated, giving him Chinese tea. For the second straight month, the IEA cut its 2019 global oil demand forecast due to lower consumption in Q1. That was from Amina Bakr. According to Kruger Macro, the next major resistance levels are 9,600 and 10,000 on Bitcoin. And as I said in May, it is clear that directionally money wants to leave China, and a great deal of the 2019 surge in Bitcoin is surely correlated to Chinese flight capital.